6 seconds to go. So Elena Follingstead, the 5'9" sophomore post player, tomorrow afternoon. And it's for boys and girls ages 8 to 13. It's the Elks Hoop Shoot free throw shooting contest. Tomorrow, registration starts at 1. And it's again for boys and girls ages 8 to 13. Tomorrow, one of the instructors in the English department here at the college, and he always says this. Here's a starting lineup for the Vermilion Ironmen under the direction of Paul McDonald, who is in his 11th year. 6'4" sophomore Chris Brooks out of Cleveland, Ohio, is at a post position for McDonald. Number 2, Joel Giles, good three-point shooter, starting at a wing, sophomore out of Prior Lake, Minnesota. Aaron Bell is the point guard, 6'2" sophomore out of Detroit, Michigan. He wears number 4. Ken Hawthorne will be at a wing, 6-foot freshman out of Detroit, Michigan. And Edward Smith, a 6'4" freshman out of Detroit, Michigan, will start at a low post spot for Vermilion. They are without Steve Monroe, one of their top players. Monroe is out, question of his eligibility, academic eligibility. So, unavailable for tonight's game for Vermilion. Last year, Vermilion was the division champion. 2 years ago, they were the state champion and region champion, and represented Region 13 and the state of Minnesota in the national Division 3 NJCAA. And they are off to a start of 2 losses. Won their game 85-68 over the Iron Women of Vermilion to go to 7-3 overall and start the division season at 1-0. McVeigh against Chris Brooks, 6'9" and 6'4". I'm betting on 6'9". Although Brooks can leap. Spartan faithful on their feet, and the tip, hey, guess who won it? The 6'4" guy. And the ball in the hands of Ken Hawthorne. So I told you Brooks could leap. And he did. He went up and controlled the tip. And the ball belongs to Vermilion as Aaron Bell sets it to the left corner. Driving into the lane, a little hook shot. Goaltending call right away on McVeigh. A one-hand hook push by Edward Smith. 6'4" freshman will get credit for the basket on the goaltend. So 20 seconds into the game, Vermilion takes a 2-0 lead. Arneson sets it to Mankiewicz, kicks it up the lane, picked off. Here comes Smith. Bounce pass ahead for Brooks. Now beyond the three-point arc, it's Ken Hawthorne. Hawthorne against Oman, driving in, side of the lane. Back out to Bell. The three on the way. Banks it through. Don't think that's what Aaron Bell wanted to do, but he'll take it up the floor. The pass to Mankiewicz. He almost was out of bounds. Now he kicks it out. With that, the Spartan faithful can take a seat. They stand till the first points are scored. And Arnie hit that one from a long ways out. That one will make Jason Uretzlaff proud. 5-3. Spartans trail, leaning in, hitting that 15-foot shot. Giles makes it 7-3 Vermilion. Giles is one of the guys that can step out and hit that three for Paul McDonald. Not shy to shoot the ball. None of them are. Oman inside. Mankiewicz, yes. Taking that pass over Brooks. And Mankiewicz converting. Michaels had a great start to his sophomore season, shooting the ball at 68.5% efficiency from the field. Pass into Brooks, up for the shot, too hard. McVeigh goes high to get the rebound and hits Arneson on the outlet. Across the floor, Darren Anderson. Anderson will shoot the three. That one's off the iron and boarded by Brooks. Up the middle, here comes Edward Smith around Arneson. Picked up by Darren Anderson as the ball came loose. Brooks actually caught Arnie's leg as he went by, and there was no foul call. Here's McVeigh. Oh, what a high speed by McVeigh to Mankiewicz, and we have a foul or a block. Block shot. Mankiewicz can't believe there's not a foul on that, but it was just a block by Brooks. Spartans will put it in play. Pass comes out to Darren Anderson, to McVeigh, and now McVeigh off to Darren Anderson. The shot from three-point range, and he hits it. His first basket. And it's 8-7. The Spartans take their first lead. Up to midcourt, Ken Hawthorne with the basketball. Hawthorne on the left side accelerates to the baseline on the dribble against Oman. Back out front it comes to Smith. Edward Smith beating Brooks. Free throw line over McVeigh. Off the heel. McVeigh gets the long rebound. Starts Oman back. Now Oman gives to Darren Anderson out near midcourt. Anderson on the drive. Ball knocked away by Giles. Anderson recovers. Now Oman gets it back. Oman out front against Aaron Bell. Sets it to Arneson. Shot clock at 15. Arnie passing it off to Oman. Oman underneath, and here's Anderson in traffic. Banks one in. Giles puts it over. Turns and banks it through. Darren Anderson with 5, and the Spartans lead by 3. It's 10-7 on the Otter Tail Telecom Cellular 2000 scoreboard. Working the dribble far side, Ken Hawthorne against Oman. Back out to midcourt, here's Brooks. Feeds it to Bell. Bell on the wing. Let's go the three. Off the heel. Long rebound. Oman. Up the left side against Bell. Now Bell forces him to turn back. Oman finds Anderson. Into the lane off Mankiewicz, and we've got a push on Brooks. First foul of the game coming on Chris Brooks, the 6'4" sophomore. Spartans will throw it in under the basket. And it will be passed in by Arneson. Here's the shot from the corner. Corey Oman's first basket, 12-7. Spartans on top by 5. Oman picks up the point guard, Hawthorne at midcourt. Working the dribble right side, cuts into the middle. And we've got a foul on Oman. Boy, there's a touch foul for you. Corey Oman first. Team foul number 1. Gullingsrud and Uretzlaff are in. Oman and McVeigh will lead. 12-7. Spartans lead it by 5. Hawthorne takes the inbounds pass. Works it up the right sideline on the dribble. Looking for help now. Gullingsrud's all over him. Passes to Giles in the corner. Drops it inside. Here's a shot by Bell. Bounces off the rim. No good. Long rebound. Bell gets it stripped away. Gullingsrud comes up with a score. And now we've got a double dribble call on Arneson. Let's see what happened there. Arnie was looking up the floor, and next thing I know, we've got a double dribble call. Turnovers are 2 aside. Vermilion puts it in play at midcourt. Spartans lead 12-7, 15:45 to go. Hawthorne, oh, nice feed. Bell, baseline converting. Aaron Bell with 5, it's 12-9. Arneson into the front court now. Works it left side, drives to the basket. Arnie, quick shot off the glass for 2. What a beautiful drive by Arnie. He has 5. And the Spartans are back on top by 5. It is 14-9 with 15:15 to play, first half. Hawthorne to the top to Bell. Driving on Anderson. Bell to the basket. Missed the shot. Uretzlaff goes high to get the rebound. Outlet for Anderson. Knocked away by Giles. Giles feeding. And we've got a charge or a travel. It's a travel. A walk against Edward Smith. Spartans get possession. They'll bring it back the other way. Leading by 5. Darren Anderson will walk it up. Anderson, Mankiewicz, Uretzlaff, Arneson, Gullingsrud on the floor. Uretzlaff comes up high, takes the feed there. Arneson off to Anderson. And now Gullingsrud at the top. 15 on the shot clock. Uretzlaff hooks it. Good job by Justin Uretzlaff. Spartans very patient, running the offense, getting the shot they wanted, and then it went down. 7-point lead for FFCC. 16-9, 14.5 to play, first half. Here's Vermilion. Brooks out to Giles on the wing, driving to the basket. Missed the shot, gets the rebound. Spartans wanted the charge ball. Now the inbounds pass. Brooks steals, and Brooks hits it. Now off the errant inbounds pass, it's all of a sudden a 3-point ball game. Mankiewicz off to Gullingsrud, back to Arneson, top of the key. Swings it to Darren Anderson, a foot in front of the 3-point line. Missed the shot. Smith goes high to get the rebound. Here comes Vermilion, down by 3. And Bell drives the lane, dishes to Giles, passes off. Here's Bell at the side of the lane, baseline penetration, yes. Aaron Bell with 7. Spartans lead by 1. Gullingsrud ahead for Darren Anderson, off his hands, out of bounds. Spartans have their 5th turnover. Ullman is in. Paul McDonald was in. And he has another sub who came in also, number 5, David Wilcox, a 6'3" freshman. Brooks puts it to the floor, pulls up, hits the jump shot. And that gives the lead back to Vermilion. And up the floor off Justin Uretzlaff, turnover number 6. Spartans had a 16-9 lead. However, right now, that lead has disappeared. It is 17-16. 8 straight points for Vermilion. Here's Bell, passing it off to Giles. Giles will shoot and hit the 3-point field goal. And he was covered. That's 7 points for Giles. And that's an 11-point run for Vermilion. Here's Gullingsrud, lobbing it inside. Another steal. 7 Spartan turnovers. Giles, lead pass into the lane. McVeigh steps in front of that pass. So a steal for the Spartans. Gullingsrud gets it back to Darren Anderson. Left side pass to Corey Ullman. Ullman goes to the corner. Darren Anderson with it. Anderson gets a screen from McVeigh. Goes up for the shot off the heel. Missed it, knocked away by Darren. He saves it. However, it goes to Vermilion. Spinning into the lane and charge on, or a block. It's a charge. That's a charge spinning to his right. David Wilcox got away from his man, but the Spartans had established the position and drew the charge. Mankiewicz back in. Arneson returns. So McVeigh, Mankiewicz, Arneson, Gullingsrud, and Ullman on the floor. 12 minutes, 24 seconds remaining in the first half. It is 20-16. Vermilion has rattled off 11 straight points. And the Spartans will try to get something going on the offensive end, and we're going to have a foul on the drive to the basket. And that foul on Joel Giles will be his first. It is team foul number 3, and it came with Arnie driving and trying to get the shot away, so Arneson will shoot 2. Arnie has 5 points, and he would love to stop this Vermilion run right here, and he does. So 11 straight points for Vermilion before the free throw by Arnie, who now has 6 points. Second one in the air. That one is good as well. 7 points for Justin Arneson. The Spartans trail by 2 as Vermilion brings it up the floor. Aaron Bell. Got Albrecht posting up high on the near side. Giles comes out, takes the feed. He's double teamed. Now he shoots the 3. It's short. Albrecht picks it up underneath and he hits it. Well, the air ball turns into a basket on the rebound. Now McVeigh up the floor and rejected by Bell, and Bell got him on the arm, and it'll be 2 shots from McVeigh. Well, they're quick. Vermilion always does have good quickness. Aaron Bell's first foul, team foul number 4, and now McVeigh to the free throw line to shoot 2. Here's the shot by McVeigh, and it is off the heel, no good. Spartans trailing 22-18. After having led by 7, it's 16-9. McVeigh with his second free throw, looking for his first point of the night, and he got it. So it's 22-19. Vermilion up by a 3-point field goal. And here's Aaron Bell working the dribble on the near side. Bell picks it up, looks for help. Albrecht down low, takes it in, shoots over Ullman, missed the shot. Rebound, scrambled for out front, and in the possession of David Wilcox. Off to Bell, over to Giles. Giles cuts into the lane, dishes off to Brooks. Brooks misses the baseline shot, but Giles tips it in. Giles with 9. Spartans trail by 5. Now the lob pass into Mankiewicz, off the glass, and Mankiewicz puts it through. Mankiewicz with 4. Spartans trail by 3. On the near side, here's Bell driving, double teamed at the baseline, kicks it back out to Albrecht against Mankiewicz. Now Bell. Bell takes it baseline, shoots over Arneson, in and out. Good board by McVeigh. Outlet to Arneson. He's got Ullman breaking with him. Arneson at the top, shuffles it off to Gullingsrud, takes it baseline. Gullingsrud on the drive is fouled, and John Gullingsrud will shoot 2. And Aaron Bell has picked up his second personal foul. Gullingsrud has not scored yet. 10 minutes, 41 seconds left, opening half. It is 24-21, Vermilion on the Otter Tail Telecom Cellular 2000 scoreboard. Here's Gullingsrud with his first of 2. And it's good. And Williams will join us at halftime to talk about the Lady Spartans and their victory. They handled the Iron Women of Vermilion 85-68 earlier tonight. Placed 6 players in double figures and welcomed Elena Fallingstead back to the lineup. 14 points for Elena. Second free throw opportunity here. And it's good. So Gullingsrud connects on both foul shots. And it's 24-23. Spartans down by 1. Here's Hawthorne, top of the key. Now cuts right. Shuffles it off to Albrecht. Baseline penetration, yes. Albrecht connecting. Good quickness off the penetration. Draws the defensive help and left Albrecht open. And Hawthorne did what he's supposed to do. He got the ball to him. And he put it in. Now off the steal. Back the other way. A block. Good shot. And now the Spartans cough it up again. That's 8 turnovers. Smith moving against Arneson. Passing through the lane. Easy lay-in for Hawthorne. 28-23. Spartans down by 5 with under 10 minutes to play here in the first half. Spartans get it down low to McVeigh. McVeigh turning inside and hitting the shot over Albrecht. I think that's what the Spartans need to do. They need to go inside right now. I think they have the advantage down there with Albrecht. And now Brooks is up off the bench. 28-25, 3-point lead for Vermilion. Ken Hawthorne with it against Ullman. Hawthorne moves left, 18-footer on the way off the heel, boarded by Mankiewicz. Justin Arneson up the right side of the floor. Gullingsrud passes into McVeigh. McVeigh puts it up over Albrecht. Missed the shot. Rebounded by Ullman. Up in traffic. Good job on his partner guard. Ullman with 4. The lead is back to 1 with 9 minutes remaining. First half, 28-27 Vermilion on the Otter Tail Telecom Cellular 2000 scoreboard. Pass on the right side in the hands of Christian Moore, the 6'4 freshman. Back out to Wilcox. Free throw line, leaning in, missing the shot. McVeigh rebounds. Here's Arneson up the left side. He has Ullman with him. Arnie pulls up, launches the 3. It's off. Ullman gets the rebound, takes it back out. They'll reset the offense off the offensive board. And John Gullingsrud will run the show. Gullingsrud to Ullman, down low. McVeigh up. Oh, and a blocked shot. And a foul also. Boy, 2 big boys going up there with McVeigh and... Okay, Edward Smith, I guess, gets the foul. And McVeigh is at the line to shoot 2. McVeigh has 3 points. Spartans have hit 5 of 6 from the line. They miss. Now for the tie. Aaron Anderson plays from Coleman. Gullingsrud comes out. Justin Uretzlaff is in. Albrecht leaves. And Chris Brooks is in. Now McVeigh from the free throw line looking to tie the game. And he does. So we're even at 28. That's the first time that we have had to tie in this first half. 8:20 to play. Brooks at the top of the key. Goes right side. Hawthorne working the dribble. Backs up with it beyond the three-point arc. Drops it down low, and we have a foul on McVeigh reaching in. Grabbed Edward Smith. Then McVeigh has his first foul, and that's team foul number 2 against the Spartans. 8:06 to go in this first half. Pass from underneath. Passed into the corner to Christian Moore. Now he drops it into Brooks. Back to Moore in traffic, and he turns it over. Got in some trouble. 7th turnover by Vermilion. The pass to Mankiewicz. Well, that's right through his hands and out of bounds. Looked like one of Chris Wenke's receivers the other night. Couldn't hold on to that ball. Gullingsrud returns. Arneson gets a break. 7:55 remaining, and it's 28-28. Vermilion and FFCC in men's basketball action here at Fergus Falls Community College. On the drive to the baseline. Oh, adjusting the shot in midair, and we have a foul called. The basket is good. Boy, that was a great move to the basket by Hawthorne. Darren Anderson gets the foul. It is Darren's first and the team's third. But Hawthorne just made a great move in midair to get that ball down. And here's the first free throw being taken by Vermilion. Mike Evans checks in, and Mankiewicz is out. 7:42 to go. First half, Spartans trail by 2, and now by 3. So he missed the shot. Uretzlaff gets the rebound. That went in and out, rolled around, and Uretzlaff comes up with a rebound. Called the free throw too early here. My apologies. Here's Gullingsrud. Back out to Darren Anderson. Anderson against Giles, trying to feed Uretzlaff, and it's stolen away. Good anticipation by Christian Moore. Up the right side, Giles. Underneath, oh, he found wide open underneath Edward Smith. And Dave Uretzlaff wants a timeout. It will be a 30. 7:13 remaining first half. 32-28 in favor of Vermilion, where they're going to school, and several here tonight. Always see a lot of Groves at the game. See Ben Amundsen here tonight. Ryan Uretzlaff, of course, is a regular. Aaron Grove and Jason Uretzlaff help coach, so they're here, of course. But Jared Swanson, Jeremy Voller from last year's team, they're both here. Spartans have the ball. They trail by 4. Under 7 minutes to go in the half. Now the ball stolen by Brooks. Took it away from Evans. Passes it off. Evans got a piece of it, deflected the pass, and it's chased down in the corner by Smith. Now Smith drives baseline and puts it in. Smith, he has 6, and the lead is 6. Uretzlaff, right corner with the basketball. Out to Darren Anderson. Back to Justin Uretzlaff. Justin driving. Oh, reversing. Oh! Wow! Justin went baseline. And he suspended himself in air under the basket and curled it up in on the other side. That was just a great athletic move by Justin Uretzlaff. 34-30. Giles on the drive, kicking it to the corner, now back out. Oh, he's got a block on Evans. Evans trying to get in position in the lane. He was knocked over by Hawthorne, but Mike did not come to a stop as he was trying to move into position to cut the lane off, and Mike gets the blocking call rather than the charge against Hawthorne. So Hawthorne to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. That's the first personal on Evans, the 4th team foul against FFCC. Front end of the 1-and-1. And the shot is, oh, it's a 2-shot foul. They said he was shooting? Okay. Well, I didn't think he was shooting. Now they get another shot here. Just the 4th foul against the Spartans. Second shot on the way. That one is good. So Hawthorne has 5, and the lead is 5. Gullingsrud in the corner. Back out to Darren Anderson. Anderson passes off to Gullingsrud. Now Mankiewicz has it stolen away by Brooks. And Brooks will take it up to the basket. Spartans have 12 turnovers. They are down by 7 as Gullingsrud brings it up the far side. And now they steal again. Back the other way. Smith on the layup. It's good. Off the turnover. That's 13 Spartan turnovers, and it's 39-30 now, Vermilion. Uretzlaff, 3-point area. Off to Darren Anderson. Bounce pass down low to Mankiewicz. He's double teamed. Back out it goes. Anderson. Baseline penetration, and he had to adjust his shot because of the defense by Smith. Missed it. Smith gets the rebound ahead to Brooks, and the layup is good. And Coach Uretzlaff takes timeout. That's 8 points for Chris Brooks. And Vermilion is off and running here, and they lead at 41-30 on the outer field. Really playing some great ball. They're quick. They're doing some things defensively. Coming up with some steals, turning them into transition baskets. Anderson. And Darren Anderson scores. 41-32. Now the Spartans need a defensive stop. Here comes Ken Hawthorne, passing off to Giles. Giles to the corner, double teamed, off to Smith, trying to pass it underneath, out of bounds. He tried to get it to Brooks. Arneson went for the steal, and luckily for the Spartans, he didn't touch it. So the Spartans get the ball. Darren Anderson brings it out of the backcourt with 4.5 minutes to play in this first half. Anderson at the top, looking for help. Feeds it off to Arneson. Now Arnie pulls it out. They'll run the offense. Uretzlaff, far side, out to Michael Evans. Lob pass in for Mankiewicz, and he overthrew it. 14th turnover for FFCC. 41-32. Spartans trail by 9 as Vermilion brings it up the floor. Ken Hawthorne, right sideline. Hawthorne back to Giles, gets a screen, shoots the 3, that's off. Mankiewicz gets the board. Puts it in Anderson's hands. Uretzlaff behind the defense, up. So Justin Uretzlaff has a half dozen. Just good hustle getting back down the floor there. It's 41-34. Spartans have scored 4 straight after the timeout. Hawthorne on the left side. He'll pull up for 3. That's off the iron. Weak side board, Arneson. Gives it off to Mankiewicz. And now Mike will get it back in Justin's hands. Arneson on the left side. Cuts in. Free throw line. Passing it off. Ball tipped away, but Anderson recovers on the sideline. Finds Mankiewicz. And now to Evans. And Evans goes up. Missed the shot. Right underneath. Good movement of the ball, but he couldn't get it down. Edward Smith ahead to Chris Brooks, 3-point area. He'll launch the 3, and that one is good. Chris Brooks stepping out, hitting the 3. That one hurts. 44-34. Back to a double-digit lead now. Uretzlaff. Shot from outside won't fall. Rebound underneath, and a foul is called on the Spartans. I think it's Menkadick or Evans over the back. Which one's it going to be? Menkadick. His first. Fifth team foul against Fergus Falls Community College. Holman is in, Evans is out. 2 minutes and 56 seconds remaining here in the first half, and the Spartans trail by 10. They have trailed by as many as 11, and they have led by as many as 7. Ball in the hands of point guard Ken Hawthorne, working on Darren Anderson, off to Brooks, right side to Giles, cuts into the lane, gives it back to Brooks. Now Hawthorne from 18, overshoots the basket. We have a weak side rebound, but a foul that led to it. And the foul on Edward Smith will be his second. It is also Vermilion's 7th team foul, and we'll see the 1-and-1. So the Spartans down by... Free throw on the way is good. So Menkadick has his 5th point. Spartans have now hit 7 of 9 from the line. Second one up, and that one is off and rebounded by Albrecht. As a team, the Spartans shot over 75% on free throws prior to the break. Brooks for 3, it's off. Rebounded over the back. We've got an over-the-back foul on David Wilcox. And that's going to put the Spartans back on the line. Paul McDonald didn't like that one at all. 2 minutes, 27 seconds left in the first half. The Spartans trail by 9, but they'll have Justin Arneson on the free throw line with the 1-and-1. Arnie was 7 points, including a pair from the line. He's had a good start to his Spartan career. And he misses off the side of the rim. Rebound goes to Vermilion. Here's Giles. 18-footer. Short. Arneson gets the rebound. Ahead for Anderson. He throws it away. Too much on it. 15th turnover in this first half. Coach Uretzlaff won't like that number. And you can't do that against the Vermilion. They'll take advantage. Into the front court, Hawthorne. Bounce pass to Giles. Brooks setting a screen for him, but Giles doesn't take it. Now Giles goes to the baseline, throws it. Boy, that's a risky pass, but picked up on the far side by Wilcox, and now they reset it. Hawthorne outside. Shot clock at 12. To the baseline, double team pressure on the ball. They kick it into Albrecht, and he hits it. Albrecht has 6. 46-35, Vermilion by 11. As Arneson sets it up at the other end. Arnie on the penetration against Brooks, turns inside, lobs it back out to Omen, kicks it down low to Menkadick. Free throw line area, McVeigh fading away from the basket. McVeigh with 46-37. Vermilion on top by 9. Pass comes up high to Chris Brooks. Now Brooks driving on Menkadick. Out to Giles. Three-pointer on the way. Giles misses. McVeigh goes up for the board. Hands it off to Menkadick, who almost lost it. And then he finds a guard. Arneson to Omen. Back to Arneson as Omen had a hard time staying in bounds. To the top of the key. Menkadick swings it right side. Anderson, that's off. Long rebound. Omen gets it. Chasing it down. Resetting it. Anderson again. This one downtown off the heel. Pulled in by Albrecht, and here comes Vermilion. 44 seconds remaining in the first half, which has belonged to Vermilion. On the drive to the basket, we've got a block. Spartan faithful don't believe that one. And that's team foul number 6 against FFCC. Personal number 2 against McVeigh. So free throws coming here for Giles. Joel Giles has 9 points. And the first one up and good. The only one. 3-point play. The basket counted. I didn't even know it went in. Oman out to Darren Anderson. 49-37, 12-point lead. Arnie has it now, 15 seconds left. This is the biggest lead of the night for Vermilion. Mankadick, 10 seconds. Darren Anderson. Now the bounce pass Oman into McVeigh. Turns off the glass. No good. Brooks gets the rebound. Brooks lets it go from midcourt. No good at the buzzer. 49-37. 12-point Vermilion lead after the break. And we'll be back. Didn't get one. It was 44-43 in the fourth quarter. Ricori leading, but I have not heard a final. Guys, if you have that final, you can jump in here before we start the second half and give it to us if you can. If not, we'll get it on the next break. All ready to go then. Start of the second half. 49-37. Vermilion has a 12-point lead. The Spartans for the basket. Arneson scores. Arneson's fouled. And that foul will be against Vermilion's point guard, Ken Hawthorne, his first. Arneson driving hard to the basket. His 9th point. The basket counts and the free throw coming to try to make it a 9-point deficit. 8 seconds into the second half, and Arneson's free throw is off and rebounded by Vermilion's Edward Smith. Here's Aaron Bell, 3-point area, driving in now, side of the lane, kicks it back out to Hawthorne, returns it to Bell. Anderson is on him. 15-footer by Bell, won't fall. Rebound knocked away. And a foul called on who? Mankadick. Mankadick gets his second. And Aaron Bell's going to the free throw line. He's shooting. They're saying he was shooting. Twice tonight they put him on the line when I don't think there was a shot. Here's the free throw by Bell, and it's good. That's one of those where you copy the videotape and you send it to the head of the officials association and say, is this guy shooting? Here's the second shot from Aaron Bell, and that one is good also. 9 points for Bell. 51-39, back to a 12-point lead for Vermilion. McVeigh up the lane for Mankadick, throws it away. Bell comes away with it. Lead pass up the floor. The one-hand stuff by Edward Smith. 8 points for Smith. Vermilion on top by 14. Here's Arneson working the dribble, right side of the floor. Arnie passes off to Darren Anderson. Looks top to Mankadick. Swings it left side. Arneson 3-point area. Had it knocked away. And it goes out of bounds off Justin Arneson. 17th turnover for FFCC. The inbounds from Ken Hawthorne to Aaron Bell, and then Hawthorne gets it back. Hawthorne steps into the front court. Drives right side. Now dishes back to Giles. A lot of motion in this offense. And off balance, Hawthorne missing. McVeigh rebounding. Outlet to Anderson. Ahead to Arneson. Behind Brooks. Goes up. Left-hand shot no good. Tipped off the glass. Mankadick trying to go up in traffic, and he hits it. Brooks forced Arneson to alter his shot, and he missed it, but Spartans stayed with it. Mankadick getting the hoop. 53-41. Spartans down by a dozen with 18.5 minutes to go. Giles, left side to the baseline on Oman. Kicks it back out and dribbled out of bounds. Bell dribbled out of bounds with it. 9th turnover for Vermilion. Spartans will throw it in from the side with McVeigh to put the ball in play to Darren Anderson. Anderson walks it up the floor. Spartans down by 12. Looks right side to Oman. Now Mankadick brings it over to Anderson, and the pass for McVeigh. So McVeigh has 8, and it's 53-43. Vermilion by 10. Here's Hawthorne up the middle of the floor. Goes left side with it. Passes it out to the top to Bell. Bell spinning off to Brooks. He'll shoot the 3, and Brooks off the rim. Offensive rebound in traffic. Smith puts it up, no good. And out of bounds on the rebound off Oman. Giles will pass it in for Vermilion. Giles looking, gets it into Aaron Bell. Bell up against Oman. Rejected by McVeigh. Picked up by Vermilion. Now Bell for 3. Off the rim, and McVeigh goes up for the rebound. Here's Arneson up the floor against Bell. with 11. And the Spartans are within 8. 53-45. The Otter Tail Telecom Cellular 2000 scoreboard. Up the lane it goes. Brooks is there, challenged by Anderson. Off balance, short off the front of the rim. Mankiewicz boards it, and here comes Darren Anderson. Anderson working the dribble up high. He gives it off to Oman. Now comes back to Arneson, gets the screen from Anderson. That's off the heel hard and grabbed by Vermilion. Ken Hawthorne out of the backcourt. 17 minutes left. Spartans trail by 8. Giles passing inside. They shuffle it through the lane. Anderson intercepts. Anticipating that pass, he's kept in front of Chris Brooks. Spartans down by 8. They'll work it right side to Justin Arneson. Now Arnie comes to Mankiewicz. Thrown away. Brooks breaking in, and he'll have a little showtime with the one-hand stuff. The 18th turnover. Vermilion gets the double-digit lead back at 55-45. Now here's Anderson. Looks to Oman. Now McVeigh on the left side. Down low to Mankiewicz, and a hold on Brooks. And Chris Brooks has his second personal. And that is team foul number 2 against Vermilion. Spartans will throw it in from underneath. Justin Arneson will put it in play. Arnie lobs it into McVeigh, up and off the rim with his shot. And the rebound comes down to Edward Smith. Now Bell, three-point area against Anderson. Backing up on the dribble, middle of the floor. Looks right side, passing it off to Hawthorne. Cuts in, puts it up from 15, hits the shot. Ken Hawthorne has 9. And it's back to 12, 57-45. Arneson, left side Oman. To McVeigh up high, knocked away. McVeigh gets it back. Almost had it stolen. Now he recovers again. Hits Anderson. Arneson, right side, three-pointer, in and out. Brooks boards it. Outlet to Bell. Now Bell will set for 3. That's off the iron. Tipped up off the rim on the rebound, and Mankiewicz grabs it. Puts it in Arneson's hands. 15 and a half minutes remaining. Spartans down by a dozen as Arneson steps into the front court. Ooh, barely got over, too, that 10-second line. Mankiewicz on the right side. Bounce pass down low. McVeigh fading away at the baseline. 10 points for McVeigh. He and Justin Arneson are in double digits, and it's 57-47. Vermilion by 10. Ken Hawthorne working it left side on the dribble. Back to Brooks. Giles, free throw line, off to Brooks. The long 3 by Brooks is off the mark, and Mankiewicz rebounds. Darren Anderson will set the offense for the Spartans as they trail by 10. Runs it off to Ullman. We've got a foul. And that's going to bring Jesse Albrecht back into the lineup. Gullingsrud and Uretzlaff are coming back in. And we have a timeout taken, 30-second timeout by Vermilion. We'll try to get an Otter score during this break. 57 by Ricori. 50-46. Ricori beats Fergus Falls in high school boys basketball action this evening at the Ricori gym. The inbound. Justin finishes. Good job by Justin. He has 8 points. And it's 57-49 Vermilion. On the drive to the free throw line, Hawthorne cut off there by Gullingsrud, brings it back out. Wilcox to Bell. Bell driving on Gullingsrud, off the glass for 2. Aaron Bell, good athlete. Gullingsrud with the ball. Now Uretzlaff will shoot the 3. That's off the iron. Anderson gets the long rebound. Spartans will keep possession. Gullingsrud to Corey Ullman. Ullman looking, dropping it off to Mankiewicz. Gullingsrud down low. Anderson back out. Uretzlaff 15-footer off the heel. Anderson rebounds. Back out to Gullingsrud. Right side to Corey Ullman. Now Mankiewicz lobs it inside. Uretzlaff grabs it, goes up in traffic, and is fouled by Albrecht. So Jesse Albrecht has his first. Spartans very aggressive in their offensive end on the boards. And it pays off here with Justin Uretzlaff going to the free throw line to shoot 2. Justin has 8 points tonight. This is his first trip to the line. Spartans have hit 7 of 12 only from the free throw line in this game. And Uretzlaff kicks it. 9th point for Uretzlaff. Arneson has 11. McVeigh has 10. And now Uretzlaff trying to become the third Spartan in double digits, and he hits his 10th point from the line. It's 59-51. Vermilion by 8 with 13:45 remaining in the ballgame. And Hawthorne has it right sideline. Back to the top to Wilcox. Ullman fell down guarding him. Now Wilcox passes it off to Bell. Bell looking for help, comes right side, puts it in the hands of Ken Hawthorne, his point guard. Now across the floor to Smith. Smith against Uretzlaff. Back out. Hawthorne, free throw line, driving, slipping and sliding, passing it off, and then the way in at the baseline by Edward Smith. Hawthorne draws people to him when he penetrates. And that leaves somebody open, and he's done a good job finding that open player. 51-61. Penetration, Gullingsrud missing at the baseline. Albrecht rebounding. In transition now. Bell spinning in the lane, throws it away. Threw it off the hands of Edward Smith, and Vermilion has their 11th. Arnie is in, Ullman is out. Gives it right back to Darren. And the Spartans will get set in their offense now, trailing by 10. Anderson to Arneson on the wing. Looks to Mankiewicz at the top, swings it over to Anderson. Free throw line, back out to Justin Arneson. And now Anderson from downtown. That is off the mark. Vermilion rebounds. Smith giving it off to Bell, and here they come. Ironmen, Aaron Bell, way downtown, off the heel. Long rebound, and now a foul is called as Edward Smith went up for the shot on the rebound. And Mankiewicz gets the foul. That will be his third. Now this one, they're evening the score here. That was a shooting foul. No question about it. And they're not putting them on the line. Paul McDonald's asking for shots on that. And the official said, nope, it's underneath. That's just evening the score, folks. Because they put them on the line when they shouldn't have earlier. And they should have there. Bell takes the pass in the corner. He's going to shoot it with Anderson all over him. He missed it, and the weak side rebound knocked away by Uretzlaff. Out of bounds it goes. So Vermilion will throw it in, leading by 10, 12:24 left. Good crowd on hand for the first division game of the year. Tomorrow, Mesabi is in town. Ladies play at 1, the men play at 3 in that doubleheader of basketball. Gullingsrud steals the ball away. He has Anderson breaking, and Anderson, and he puts it in. That ball actually was hit by Christian Moore after it went off the backboard, but it went in the basket anyway. Darren Anderson has 9 points now, and it's 61-53. Spartans trail by 8. Vermilion blocked by McVeigh. Rebound, though, on the weak side, and an easy 2 points for Edward Smith, who has 12. Spartans need to have some stops here. Gullingsrud's pass for Arneson got away, but Arnie gets it back, and he picks up the ball and brings it in on the wing all the way to the basket, and it's blocked. Oh, a block against Vermilion. And now Paul McDonald's turn to shake his head. And that foul is called on Christian Moore. And Justin Arneson's going to the free throw line to shoot 2. Arnie with 11 points has hit just 2 of 4 from the foul line. He's a better foul shooter than that, and he hits it. 12 points now for Arneson. 11:42 remaining in the ball game. 63-54, 9-point spread. Vermilion out in front. Anderson comes out. Ullman is in. And now Arneson trying for his 13th, and he gets it. Leading scorer in the ball game. Justin Arneson with 13 points, and the Spartans are down by 8 at 63-55. Bell to the corner. Back out to Wilcox. The long 3. Yes. Wilcox buries the 3. His first points of the night. Here's Arneson in the corner. Back out. Gullingsrud. Can he answer that 3? John Gullingsrud, 5 points. Lead for Vermilion. They have the ball. Bell left side against Ullman. Now Wilcox to three again. Foul. Arneson will put Wilcox on the line for three. Arnie trying to chase him, catch up with him, and he fouled him. So Wilcox gets three. Arnie picks up his first foul. That's the third team foul against FFCC. Wilcox has 3 points. Vermilion has hit 4 of 6 from the foul line. Spartans have hit 11 out of 16. Free throw good. 4th point for Wilcox. 67-58. The lead is back to 9, and now Wilcox trying to make a double-digit lead. Does. 68-58. Mankiewicz is coming in. Uretzlaff will come out. So McVeigh, Mankiewicz, Gullingrud, Arneson, and Ullman on the floor. Wilcox trying to make it 3 straight from the line, and he misses it. That one rims out. Mankiewicz gets it to Arneson up the left sideline. 11 minutes to play. Spartans down by 10 again. They trailed by 12 at the half. Bounce pass inside, knocked away. Scramble for the ball. Good hustle by Gullingrud. They get it into Ullman, who is fouled. Well, no foul, just blocked out of bounds by Bell. Arneson will pass it in from underneath, and the inbounds pass comes all the way out to Gullingrud near midcourt. Looks high post to Mankiewicz. Back to Gullingrud, another 3-point shot. Gully in and out. And McVeigh over the back of Albrecht will get the foul. Ian McVeigh with his third. Spartans down 68-58. 4th team foul against Fergus Falls. Possession for Vermilion here with Aaron Bell bringing it up the floor. Bell goes far side on the dribble with the left hand, spinning into the lane against Ullman. Nice dish, an easy layup for Edward Smith. 14 points for Smith. The lead is back to 12, so we played an even second half. Here's Anderson off balance in the lane, missing the shot. Boarded by Vermilion. Pass ahead from midcourt, knocked away by the Spartans. Mankiewicz to Anderson. The three is off. Bell rebound. Spartans have not shot the ball well tonight. Here's Bell. Bell for 3 points. In and out. Boy, that one was in the cylinder. It's spun out. Anderson passes ahead. Arneson picks it up. Trailing by a dozen. The Spartans with the ball. Anderson to Ullman. He'll shoot the three. Ullman has 7, and the Spartans trail by 9, 70-61. On the Otter Tail Telcom Cellular 2000 scoreboard. On the right side, Wilcox double teams as he goes baseline. Now he brings it back out on the wing. Wilcox with Arneson in his face, and there's a timeout by Paul McDonald of Vermilion. 9:26 left. Let's pause for 30. 66-58. Spartans here trailing by 9, 70-61 with 9:20 to go. The Lady Spartans won 85-68, had 6 players in double figures. Here's Brooks. Shot blocked by McVeigh and rebounded by Anderson, who fires it ahead to Ullman at the baseline. Now he'll bring it back out to Anderson, now to Ullman. The three by Corey, it's off the iron, and the rebound grabbed by Brooks. Brooks passes it across. Smith driving in on Anderson, layup good. Edward Smith, 10 second half points, 16 for the game. And Arneson coast to coast with a layup. Wow, what a great spurt by Arnie. He showed his speed and quickness there. He just weaved his way through defenders and had one intention, and that was to go hard to the basket, and he did. 15 points now for Arneson. 72-63, Spartans trail by 9. They kick it up the lane, and Ullman intercepts. 14th turnover for Vermilion. Corey Ullman, right side to the baseline. He goes in, kicks it out. Anderson sets for 3. That's hard off the iron. McVeigh the rebound, out to Arneson. Arnie passed up the 3. Anderson gives to Ullman. Now back to Anderson. Spartans have been cold. That's unusual in this gym. Ullman down to Mankiewicz at the low post. Mankiewicz will turn to the baseline and draw the foul. And Jesse Albrecht has his second personal, and it is team foul number 6 against Vermilion, and it puts Mike Mankiewicz on the line. Mankiewicz has 7 points. He has hit 1 out of 2 free throw opportunities. And with 8:04 remaining in the ball game, he will shoot 2 here. Spartans trail 72-63. They can make it a 7-point difference here. And Mankiewicz hits the first one. Giles is back in. Hawthorne returns. Bill comes out. And so does Edward Smith. And here's Mankiewicz with the free throw. Hits it. So Mankiewicz with 9 points. And the score is now 72-65. Vermilion by 7 with under 8 minutes to play. Chris Brooks, top of the key, working on Mankiewicz. Passes off to Giles. Across the floor to Hawthorne. Driving on Ullman. Now keeping the ball going. Hawthorne, almost picked up that pivot foot. Across the floor it goes. Wilcox with it. Arneson's on him. Wilcox takes it baseline. Now the team there. Back out it comes to Albrecht. Box under 5. Brooks into the lane. Puts it in the air. In and out. That's the rebound. Takes a couple of dribbles. Feeds it up the left sideline. Ullman back to McVeigh. And now Darren Anderson will slow it down. Spartans within 7 and the ball. Here's Arneson at the free throw. He knocks out of his hands, gets it back. Arnie drives inside and it's handled. And we'll have Arneson going to the free throw line to shoot 2. Now the foul will go against Jesse Albrecht, his 3rd. He and Chris Brooks each have 3. For Vermilion, the Spartans have Michael Mankiewicz and Ian McVeigh with 3 apiece. Arneson will shoot 2. 15 points for Arnie, who has hit 4 out of 6 from the foul line tonight. Spartans are 13 of 18 from the line, and Arnie misses. Vermilion wants a timeout. 7:11 remaining. It's 72-65. Vermilion by 7, and we're back in a minute. 4th in that poll. Minneapolis beat this Vermilion team. That's one of their 2 losses. Beat them pretty handily by 18 points down on the Marauders' home floor. Of course, we know what they did to the Spartans. The Marauders had no trouble with FFCC. Arnie misses both free throws. So it's still a 7-point spread with 7 minutes to play. Ken Hawthorne passing it off to Chris Brooks. Right side Giles over Anderson. Good. Joel Giles, after scoring 12 in the first half, has his first bucket of the second half. McVeigh gives it off to Darren Anderson. 74-65 Vermilion. Here's Mankiewicz, high post, back to Darren Anderson. Squares for 3. That's off. Rebound taken away from Ullman. Tied up. And the ball goes to Vermilion. Ullman had it ripped away. It was a call to jump ball before that. Arneson will come out. Gullingsrud will come in. Well, it's Gullingsrud out there with Darren Anderson, Corey Ullman, Mike Mankiewicz, and Ian McVeigh. 6.5 minutes remaining in the ball game, and the Spartans trail by 9. 74-65 on the Otter Tail Telecom Cellular 2000 scoreboard. Wilcox driving to the basket, left-hand adjustment, and he puts it up off the rim, and Mankiewicz grabs the board. The outlet goes to Darren Anderson. Anderson to the corner. Ullman back out. Now Mankiewicz kicks it up the lane for McVeigh, and the way in. Spartans cut it down to 7 again. 6 minutes to play. Needing a defensive stop. Long 3. Oh, it's good. Buried by Ken Hawthorne. Yes, it does it. And it's back to a 10-point spread. 77-67. Vermilion with the lead. Gullingsrud to Ullman. Ullman driving. Takes it to the basket. Blocked shot. Wilcox ahead to Hawthorne. Middle of the floor to Brooks. Back to Hawthorne in the corner. He drives around Gullingsrud. Takes it up in traffic. Charging on Hawthorne. 15th Vermilion turnover. Second foul on Hawthorne. And the Spartans get the basketball. Justin Uretzlaff is in. McVeigh will come out. Uretzlaff, Mankiewicz, Ullman, Gullingsrud, and Anderson on the floor. 5:35 to go. Spartans down by 10. Here's Darren Anderson, right side to Ullman, three-point area. Ullman sets it back out, Mankiewicz. Now Darren Anderson with it, back to Gullingsrud. Gullingsrud against Hawthorne near the free throw line. He's got the open 15-footer, and John Jackson in. 7 points for Gullingsrud. And the Spartans are back within 8, 77-69, 5:05 to go. Hawthorne across the floor to Giles, kicks it down low. Baseline penetration shot by Smith. Ullman couldn't control the rebound. He had his hands up. Now the battle for the loose ball. Up with it. Darren Anderson across the floor. Ullman for 3. And Smith, and the board says 78-72. I'm going to have to count my points here. Inside to Uretzlaff, and Uretzlaff, and we got a foul. They will put Justin Uretzlaff on the line with 4:07 to go and a 6-point spread. And that foul is on Edward Smith. Now I've got... I'm missing something from somewhere here too, I think. 8, 10, 12. Well, I've got him with 77. Paul McDonald doesn't want to hear me. He's got 78 on the board, and he thinks it should be 79. And I'm trying to remember if I wrote down the last field goal and all the excitement here. We have a timeout as the officials are checking with the official scorer, Jim Cook. Spartans have 72. That jives with my book. So it's 78-72. I wouldn't doubt Jim Cook. Free throw is good by Justin Uretzlaff. Uretzlaff has 11. And he'll try again to make it a 4-point lead. I got 78. And the free throw by Uretzlaff on the way, and that is good. So Uretzlaff with a dozen, and it's 78-74. The shot on the way is good by Edward Smith. He's having a great second half. 14 of his 20 points here in the second half. 3:45 remaining. Almost missing from downtown, and then Mankiewicz coming in after Brooks grabbed the rebound and committing the foul. And Michael Mankiewicz has his 4th foul. Spartans trail by 6 here with 3 minutes and 45 seconds remaining. The good news is it's only their 15th foul. There are no shots resulting here. They still have 1 to give, too. Vermilion will walk it up the floor, leading by 6, 80-72. The outer back out now. Scoreboard. Brooks in the corner. To the way, and it goes out of bounds. Mankiewicz will come out. So 3 minutes and 26 seconds remaining. The Spartans trail by 6 at 80-74. Vermilion will throw it in. And Bell takes it up. On the left sideline. Gullingsrud working the dribble back to the middle. We've got a foul on McVeigh. He pushed on him. So McVeigh and Mankiewicz each have 4. That's team foul number 6. Vermilion will throw the ball in. 3:18 to play. It's 80-74. The Ironmen lead it. And here comes the point guard for Vermilion. He's quick. He drives from the bench. Gives it off to Gullingsrud. Middle the floor, looks to Arneson. The three is open. Arnie's shot is off. Giles rebounds, and he keeps it away. Here's Gellingsrud. That went off his foot. Gellingsrud to Uretzlaff, and Uretzlaff throws it away, but it's recovered by Gellingsrud. John drives up the lane, puts the shot up off balance and missed it. And here comes Ken Hawthorne. And Bell. Around Gellingsrud, 15-footer, good. And Bell, 13 points. 8-point lead for Vermilion, 82-74. As Arneson gets the screen from Anderson. Spartans will run the high post pass to McVeigh, then off to Arneson, and Arnie in and out. Missed the three. And the rebound by McVeigh is no good, right under the basket. And now Vermilion, with 2:10 to go, leading by 8, has the basketball. Spartans have not shot the ball well. That's going to be the telling statistic tonight. On the drive to the basket, little out of control there. Shot, lost the ball, and then fouled into turnover is the 19th for Vermilion. Spartans have 18 by my count, and now Ullman's going to come in. Gellingsrud with McDonald is upset. No foul on the play is what the officials are clarifying here. 2 minutes, 1 second remaining in the ball game. Vermilion leads by 8. The Spartans have the ball. Here's Darren Anderson. Looks to Arneson. Three-pointer. Arnie lets it fly. It's off the rim. Rebound. Ullman keeps it alive. Anderson. Arneson to the baseline. Fade away from there. No good. And the loose ball right underneath. Timeout taken by FFCC. 1 minute, 41 seconds to play. It's 82-70. And Pelican Rapids beat Breckenridge in boys basketball tonight, 66-58. Spartans have McVeigh, Mankadek, Ullman, Arneson, and Anderson on the floor. Vermilion, Aaron Bell handling the ball. Chris Brooks, Ken Hawthorne, out there, Edward Smith, and Joel Giles. They're going to take as much time off the clock as they can here. The shot clock is down to 15. Game clock's at 1:21. Brooks driving and fouled by McVeigh. And McVeigh has fouled out. So Ian McVeigh is fouled out of the game. With a minute 19 remaining. 12 points for Ian McVeigh, who hit 2 out of 4 from the foul line tonight. 1:19 left. 82-76. Vermilion by 6. Spartans at one point led this game by 7 points in the first half. They trailed by 12 at the break at 49. And at the free throw line, as we're in the bonus both ways here, at the free throw line will be Chris Brooks. Brooks had 11 first half points, has not scored in the second half. Giles, who had 12 in the first half, has only 2 in the second half. But Edward Smith has 14 of his 20 here in the second half. Free throw good by Brooks, gives him a dozen. And the lead is back to 7 at 83-76. Second free throw for Chris Brooks in the air, and that one is good. So Brooks with 13. And now Paul McDonald wants to take a timeout. The Spartans trail by 8. 1:19 remaining. We'll break to 60 seconds. Justin Uretzlaff will throw the ball in to Justin Arneson, and Arneson will bring it up the floor, and the Spartans need a quick hoop and a timeout. Here's Anderson driving, puts it up off the heel. Boy, they're missing everything. Brooks gets the rebound. Drops it back to Aaron Bell. They're going to have to foul now. Got a minute to go. Brooks, left sideline, across the floor it comes to Bell. Somebody's got a foul here. And Coach Uretzlaff is yelling that, and now Arnie tries to get one, and he does. So Arneson picks up the foul. And with the bonus on, Bell's going to the line with his team up by 8. Aaron Bell has 13 points. And he has hit 2 free throws tonight out of 2 attempts. And here's the shot by Bell, and it's good. So Bell with 7 in each half. Otter girls have won tonight. They beat Wheaton Herman Norcross 62-23 in high school girls basketball. So Dave Runn's team playing a solid game, getting a nice win there. They go to Wilmer tomorrow for an afternoon game. Bell hits the second one, too. He has 15. The lead is 10. 86-76. Anderson to Arneson in the corner. Arneson up for the shot. It was stripped. Out of bounds off Vermilion. Arnie will pass it in. 47.7 seconds remaining. And Arneson's inbounds pass comes all the way out to Mankadick, who gives it to Darren Anderson. Gets a screen. Now they're all over him at the top. Arnie to Mankadick. Back to Arnie. Shot clock at 15. Arneson penetrating. Has the shot blocked, and it goes out of bounds off Vermilion. And with 15 left on the shot clock, the Spartans will throw it in from underneath. Game clock is at 34. Arneson passes into Ullman, bluffs the 3, takes it in, goes up for 2, missed it off the glass, and it's rebounded by Vermilion. Here's Brooks up the floor. Smith will pull it out. 20 seconds to go. Near midcourt, there's a foul on Mankadick, and Mankadick is fouled out with 18.3 seconds remaining. So Mankadick with 11 points, hitting 3 out of 4 from the foul line. So with 18 seconds remaining, the Spartans will have to make a substitution here for Mankadick. 86-76 Vermilion. David Kroll, the 6'4 freshman, will come in for the first time tonight. Spartans down by 10, and they're going to lose for the second time this year. They will go to 8-2. Vermilion is 8-2 coming into tonight, so they're going to be 9-2. And at the free throw line, Ken Hawthorne, who has 12 points. And the free throw on the way is good. So 13 now for Hawthorne. And the lead is 11. The biggest lead has been 12. And the second free throw on the way, and it's short. Uretzlaff rebounds. Here's Arneson. Arnie on the drive to the basket, pulls up, puts it in. So Arnie now is 17, 87-78, Vermilion by 9. Aaron Bell can just kind of dribble the clock away here, and he's going to do that. Bell on the near side, and the ball game is over. Spartans fall to Vermilion, 87-78 on the Otter Tail Telecom.